Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Daily D. It is 4:39 in the morning. I just checked the time. And I wanted to talk to you guys about building your own economy. My upcoming book called Building, it was going to be called Creating. Now I'm going to call it Building Your Own Economy because I think it's such a better word. Is about you protecting, preserving, growing the things around you based on your decisions, not the outside influences of the world. And one of the core pillars, if you will, one of our core pillars of building your own economy is your wealth. Now, wealth is an abundance. Wealth is something that you can't lose. Wealth is a creator of assets, of value, of possessions, of things that you can't lose because you got so much of it, the abundance of things. And when I think about wealth, I think about many people in the world today who aspire to have wealth but have real understanding of what wealth can do. And so I wanted to share with you some of the things I've seen and learned over the years from seeing really wealthy people succeed. You see, I don't consider myself wealthy by any means yet, but I do believe that I'm on a path there. And the reason I believe that is because I've seen so many people do it or doing it. And I get to see that, and when I see it, it makes me say, okay, so this is what they're doing. This is why they do it. This is how they do it. So let's share this with you, okay? So every wealthy person I've ever met has multiple streams, flows, whatever you want to call them, of income. They don't just make money from one spot. They don't just have a job, right? They don't just go to work. Wealthy people don't have a job. They have multiple flows of income. And that may mean that they have a job, but that's just part of the flow of income. So they have a job. They have investments, such as real estate or businesses, right? They do this. They have passive investment activities like their stock market or some sort of fund, or they have multiple streams of income that flow into their bank account on a monthly basis, so that in case one thing doesn't work that month, the others keep working. That's wealth, where you don't have to show up to make money because something's gonna hit. And I've learned this because I've seen so many people do it, man. And here's why I think many people can't build that. It's because, well, first off, they don't know where to put their money, what to do with it. Number two, they're scared. So anytime they run into a little money, they hide it. Number three, they blow it. Anytime they run into a little money, they blow it. You know, many people in the last 90 days have had more money than they've ever had in their lives. And in the last 90 days have blown more money than they've ever blown in their lives. You know, they bought jewelry and rims and went on a vacation, new phones, bought a car they didn't need. They've done all that stuff in the last 90 days, right? And so let me share this with you, which is because they did that, they've cheated themselves off of being wealthy. Because if they really wanted wealth, they wouldn't have bought any of those things. They would have found a passive activity. They would have bought their first home, their rental home. They would have invested in a course that would have taught them a skill that they could have used to leverage and then create money. They would have created skills or gained skills that would have given them the ability to get a promotion. I doubt that less than 1% of the people did that. I doubt that less than 1% of them still have all the money that they got deposited from whatever the reasons they got it. See, wealthy people, they don't think about how they can blow money. They think about how they can invest it. And investments gives you a return. Anytime you put money into an investment, it should give you a return. It shouldn't be, I hope it one day gives me money. No, it's a guarantee. You know why? Because you're making an investment, and the return may not be money. The return sometimes may not be money because honestly, an investment isn't always a success. So what do I mean by that? An investment can give you a lesson. An investment can give you a training, if you will. It could teach you something that you never knew before, even if it's a loss. Because once you experience a loss, you'll never want to do it again. So, here's what I'll tell you. Last statement before I get out of here. Wealth. Your wealth can't wait. Your wealth can't wait. You know, I aspire to develop a wealth campaign in my life that funds me every single month over month over month, regardless of if I get out of bed or not. Now, let me tell you something. True wealthy people, they get out of bed no matter what. It doesn't matter if they got $1 million, 100 million, $1 billion in their bank account. They're getting out of bed and they're going to go hustle. You know why? Because wealth is a process. It's a creation. It's a development. It's a never-ending saga. It isn't you hit the lottery and you retire. You know, last story, just yesterday I was watching Facebook, scrolling through Facebook, and somebody posted something about retirement, and I kept on seeing these people, I want to retire at 47, I want to retire at 51. I'm like, man, you barely living at 51. You didn't even, 60 is the new 50 and so on and so on, right? 50 is the new 40. And so what I would tell you is, I feel sorry for those people who think retirement's at 40 something. I feel sorry for them. You know why? True retirement isn't quitting your job and not working again. True retirement is living a life where you make decisions whether you show up or you don't. Your life has to be by design. And it baffles me when people believe that they could retire at 47 and not work again. It just baffles me. You see, I don't need a life to retire from, man. I love my life. I want to work my ass off for the rest of my life. That's my retirement. Because you know what? I got options. If I retire, technically, whatever that means to somebody, and I can't afford to fly private, I can't afford to travel the world whenever I want, I can't afford to take care of my grandkids, college fund, shit, then I didn't retire. Then I need to get my butt back to work. All right, wishing you about health, wealth, success, but most importantly, freedom. Have a great day, guys. Bye.